welcome back to my channel and welcome to this week's car boot sale haul. It's entirely possible that I'm wearing the same top as I wore for last week's car boot sale haul. I promise you I've washed it in between. I might not be though because I do lose track. Anyway, it's a teeny tiny haul, It was belting down. I woke up about 5 o'clock this morning and I could hear torrents of rain, torrential rain, and I was like, Trench Lane is not going to be on. Easter Compton will be on because it's inside the barns, but it will be small, and I was right, it was small. However, you only need to find one good thing to make it worthwhile, don't you? So I've got my filler bag, which is not very exciting. For those who are new to my channel, my filler bag costs £3. You can put as much in the bag as you can manage out of a certain area of this chap's stall. I don't normally buy this kind of stuff, but since it was a bit slim pickings, I thought this could be a bundle on its own. So it's a Mamas and Papas cuddly... What are you a lion? I think it's a lion. And then one of these dangly over the cot doobies. I'm sure there's a proper name for that. Is it a carousel? Cot carousel? There's a hair somewhere. Hang on. I can see it out of the corner of my eye. My hair, not somebody else's. And then some bunting. This is odd because it's in all separate Velcro sections. So it comes apart completely, which I think is strange, but what do I know? I don't have babies. So yeah, some bunting that goes presumably around the cot, around the bedroom as well. Maybe the reason it comes apart is so the child can't choke itself in it. Perhaps you can put it around the cot and then if like, you know, maybe. I don't know though, I'm just guessing. So I put it in filler bag. Like I said, not my usual area, but I put it in filler bag because I was trying to bulk up my filler bag. And I also chucked in a little float suit. This is a Best Way Fisher Price float suit. So that went in as well. It's not really the season for these now, but summer will come around again, hopefully. Also in my filler bag, one little Virgin feel-good kit, Virgin Atlantic feel-good kit. But there's earplugs in there. Weirdly, there seems to be a candle in there. I feel like this is maybe not in its original form, because that's a birthday candle. That's odd. Not even sure why that would be in there, but I put it in there as a jokey gift for Natalie because she's going on holiday next week. I threw in a kitchen whisk for me because I have a silicone whisk and it has come, all the whisky bits have come out of the handle, so when you're whisking it just falls apart now. So that went in for me, just a kitchen whisk. I thought somebody might want to buy a friends and family card planner. This was originally by Tiffany Studio, so they're really quite nice cards. It says on the back that there are 2 cards for each month. And spaces to keep them in envelopes, and then a space for you to write the birthdays. But whether all of the cards are there, hang on a second, I'll be back. Bear with. All the cards are there. They are Tiffany designed cards, and all of the 24 cards are there and are complete. They haven't been touched at all, and the envelopes are there. And then there's a section at the back for you to write people's names and addresses. And there's a bit on each month for you to write the birthdays, and it's completely unused, so somebody might want that, mightn't they? Lordy knows how much it would have been originally, not a clue. A packet of these, again for us. These are Sticky Mitts Fluff and Hair Remover. I am so sick of the amount of hair that is on my clothing. I don't understand how the dogs have got any left on them. So I thought we would try those and see if they're any good. And then 3 vintage rolls of Vimura border, and again, I can't imagine why anybody would want it. Is it all the same pattern? Chopin 49522p, Chopin 49522p, Chopin, yes, 3 matching rolls of Chopin Vimura border. Maybe, I don't know, maybe I'll sell it to a film set who are making a film set in the 80s. So yeah, that's my filler bag, and it's not overly exciting. And to be fair, nothing about today's haul is exciting. But that was £3 for all of that. If I can get £3 for one thing, then I'm in the money for the rest. And I've got a new whisk. I paid 20p for a little file of facts. This is a pocket domino. Pocket domino in black. It's from 2008. That doesn't make a blind bit of difference. People will just replace it. There's a lovely sticker on the back. That would have been on there when it was bought, and it's bizarre that nobody took it off originally. I will be able to get that off, but it will take a little bit of patience and peeling. And I think it may take off some of the black cover, so that's annoying. Still, it was 20p. Another 20p for a tiny Miffy comforter. That's literally, it's the palm of your hand size. My watch is buzzing away. I paid £1 for a Grow Hush Baby Karma. Now, I've seen this stuff from the Grow Company before. I've had the Grow Blinds, I've had the Grow Egg, I've had the Grow Clock, but I've never seen a Grow Hush. And I have no idea what they sell for. About 10 or 11 quid. It's alright for £1, isn't it? Can you please stop raiding the bank? Molly, stop. And then £3 from Steve, the car boot guy, who I get the filler bag from. There's some more stuff from him, but I bought several. I went round a couple of times and bought a couple of different things. So £3 for a little Cath Kidston jug and a Babyliss straightener, mini straightener. £3 for those. I paid him £2 again in a separate transaction for this. When I picked it up, I thought it was a worktop saver, and I'd not seen the brand, but I looked up Kelsey of Stonehouse and they seem to sell quite nicely, and I thought it was a worktop saver. So I gave him £2 for it quite happily, because it is new and unused in the box and it's a very pretty design. Turns out, when I got home, I noticed it says on the side of the box that it is a cheese board. Is that focusing? Cheese board with knife. I am not with knife, I am without knife. We are without knife, so not quite as marvellous as I hoped it was without the knife, but still. And then also from Steve, I paid £8 altogether, and that included my filler bag. My filler bag was £3, so £5 for this lot. Starbucks mug. 3 Scrabble mugs. I've got a letter Y, a letter H, and a letter E. So I suppose you could put them on your shelf and put, hey, couldn't you? Like that. H, E, Y. Hey. They've obviously been donated to St Peter's Hospice. Steve gets St Peter's Hospice old stock. They've been donated to St Peter's, who have tried to sell them at £2.99 for the 3 and have failed. Presumably because not everybody would want hay on their shelf. I suspect if St Peter's Hospice had priced these individually, they would have been able to sell them. But I will sell them individually. Hopefully, with it being nearly Christmas, people will want Scrabble mugs for Christmas presents. And also in my fiver, 4 Heron Cross pottery cups. There's 3 with birds on. They're not quite the same. There's 2 white and 1 pale blue. I don't know if you can pick up the colour differences there. And then this one is also Heron Cross pottery, but this is a rose design. So that was a fiver for all of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8 mugs for a fiver. And yes, I am a bit over mugged at the moment, definitely. And then I paid £4. This is the last bit. This is an incredibly short video this week. £4 for this little pile of stuff, and it is all minging. There are 2 moulds, wax melt ice cube moulds. They need to be cleaned. They are really dirty. I can only assume that this lady had her stuff in the garage or whatever. And then there was a Disney Baloo comforter. He wants a wash. A Disney 101 Dalmatians. Is that Lucky? I think that might be Lucky with the patch over his eye, although I'm not sure. Somebody who's more of a fan of Disney will know. 101 Dalmatians. This one is a Primark. I think that's supposed to be a giraffe, although why would a giraffe be polka dot? Don't know. Primark early days one, and then this is a Primark cuddly rabbit. £4 for all of that, including the ice cube moulds. Very, very, very small haul. I have a lot of stock. I'm not to be worrying about the small haul, Carla. Stop stressing about the size of your hauls. You've got plenty to work through. And I'm not listing as fast or as often as I ought to be either. So really, what I'm going to end up with is another huge backlog unless I pull my finger out. As always, if you've seen anything in this video that excites you, although I can't imagine you have much unless you're into Scrabble mugs, do give me a shout on the email address that is in the description box below. That is the best way to contact me. If you mention in the comments that you want something, I'm only going to refer you to the email address below. So yeah, if you use the email address, that's the best way to talk to me about anything you might like to buy. And I will be back next week with another haul. Take care. Bye for now.